Hi, welcome back to my channel. I am Aura Sims, and today I am going to be doing a kit room build. So we're going to go ahead and bring up our wheel, spin to see what we got there. I might not have all the items taken off of there because I've done like recently these ones here. And I did try to do just like some creator kits, but this is a creator kit here. Honestly, I'm going to be honest, I don't remember what the name of that particular kit is, or who does it. Actually, let's see here. See if I can find it really quickly. Because this is going to be the, where is it? The sleek bathroom. And I forget which creator it is. And that's because my memory sucks. So we'll leave it at that. But for today, we're going to do another kit room just so we can get the kit room done and ready to go. If you hear a lot of like shaking and screaming, that's probably the weather. It has just started like storming just a smidge outside. So let's bring up this wheel. What we're going to do is we're going to interact with it, go ahead and find out which kit we're going to be working with today. And that'll be the one that we bring up here. So let's see what we've got. We have, looks like Greenhouse Haven. So Greenhouse Haven. So let's go ahead and get that up here. And it looks like we're making a greenhouse. So let me go through here, and where is the Greenhouse Haven? There you are. Perfect. Okay, so let's do all items so we can see what we've got here. Change it to afternoon because I want to be able to see what we're messing with here, because we're going to be changing the way that this room looks so we can go ahead and get it, you know, ready to go. It looks like there's a lot of plants. I love that. I honestly love gardening. It's one of the favorite things I like to do in the game. And just because you can get so much money off of there, especially if you're doing a Rag to Riches, which I am. I've just finished my base game Rag to Riches, and I'm working on the next one with the next generation, getting that going. And so this is going to be quite fun. Now, as you can see, we have some pretty fun items here. What is that? Okay, so it's a solar wall light, so we can definitely use that there because we're going to want to go ahead and put some pots in there. And so this is going to be our greenhouse. Obviously, I created a bunch of these like little squares, so I have a starting block on how I want the actual like space to be just to start off with, and then I can move it around, adjust as I see fit, and basically get it going to how I want it. Now, for this, let's see here. We're going to want this up here because this stuff like goes... Okay, that's not even, but let's see. Yeah, that kind of sucks. Okay, let me go like this and see if I can like get it across the edge there. And it's not even. Do it like that. Yeah, because it's, I want it on the edge here because we're going to be adding it to our rooftop. So let's see. Stop it. Okay. And even then, it's still not centered. Okay, I think that's probably the best we're going to be able to do with that. I don't know how this is going to work on both sides, especially since I'm doing it as a room kit. I don't know how I want to like add it in so that way it's actually going to be brought in for the room. Okay. I don't know if that's right, if it's doing okay. Let's go ahead here and yeah, I don't know how this is gonna work, but we will figure it out because you may not get the roof. You might have to put the roof on yourself, and quite honestly that might be the best option for this. Yeah, see, let's see here. Can we... Yeah, you know, I'm probably not going to worry about that item. If I can find a way to implement it in like the rooftop here, I will. Let me move this over here really quick. Okay, yeah, it just knocked those out of there. It's fine. Oh, no, there they are. Because I don't think you can... Oh, I suppose you can right there. Okay. Well, why does that look so much better when you do it like that? Like, do I have to... And does it go... No. Do I have to get it down a little bit more? No, because then it's... Or do I have to have this up a little bit more? Because it looks like it's... I kind of want to even, and I'm getting like... Okay. Maybe like that? Let's make another copy of it. I like the green gable. I just want it to be... See, because you may not be able to get the roof in there, but if you can see this, then you can probably see how to do it. Probably a lot easier than me. I'm still learning here. I've been playing this game for a century, but you know, I'm still learning. Okay, so that's good there. I do believe I have one over there on the floor, but I'm going to add one right here. And this is going to go for the greenhouse. We're going to make it green. So obviously we're going to be doing a greenhouse, so we should have a green theme. Now, let's get the roof finished just because I want to make sure that the roof has the right texture on it. And there is a greenhouse roof. And then we do have a bunch of these from the base game that actually came through, but I don't think any of them have like a green texture to them. And that kind of makes me sad that there's no green texture to them because they're really pretty. I just want one that's like this, but not so like in your face because it looks really good, but we're doing a greenhouse that's literally green. Literally green, you know? Let's see here. Let's try that first. Let's see if they have the wall patterns. We can figure out miscellaneous here. What is that? That's a greenhouse wall. So we want that on the inside. So let's go ahead here. Oh, actually that would work with that very well. Now, let's see. The roof here, do I want to do this in? Because then that covers that. Do they have like a trim that's workable? There we go. We're going to literally go green with this. Literally go green. Let's see, could do that. Now, do they have like some molding, exterior molding or something? Like, no, it's too small. Roof trim, green. Okay. No, they don't. And it's showing off some of that. So let's just put this back like that. This, see, because then that's showing too. Yeah, I don't know. They need something that helps with like getting rid of that or distinguishing how that's supposed to look there. But we'll do that. It looks like the floor removed itself. So let's go ahead and go down. Now with here, we want to go ahead and get that green wall back again because we are doing a greenhouse that is literally green. Now, I'm wondering if I should not do all the walls and have like the back wall showing you guys like this, because I like the idea of being able to see inside, but like having like some breaks in here to make it look like there's a lot of like different windows for that, because I don't want the back to have any windows in it and I want the front to be about the same. Well, yeah, no, about the same, because that's a lot of window. Because I don't know if I want to do this, because I want spaces where you can actually, well, maybe I can go ahead and do this, and then we can have like corners, because then we can have some of our stuff sitting there, because then I could put like a door right here, not to the back because I want it to be darker at the back. And yeah, see, because then you have the green view door here. So there we go. This is a greenhouse set up there. And then I can keep the windows. Now, do I want, or the window walls, I should say, do I want like an ornamental? I don't like that. No. This one, come on, click on the diamond. That. Click on this one. No. Let's do this. Yeah, that's what I'm using. That's about the same anyways. Yeah, I think I'll just keep those ones. I think that's just the way that one's gonna work. And we'll just do it like this. So there's a walkway in there and everything. And let's grab this item. And I'm hoping there is a darker version of this because, oh, there is. There's a black version, but then there's the dark, like the dark mahogany kind of look. And I like that. A couple of those in the back. And with this, because we're using only these items, we are going to be going ahead and, oh my goodness, they're loud outside. Why do you have to be loud? Anyway, I have that set up there. And I like the way this is looking. Like, do you see it looks like it's kind of like one huge workspace bench or like one big bench there. Now, let's see. We can do the green. Oh, I love it. There's green. So this is a platform. Maybe we could just keep adding multiple of these particular platforms. There we go. Cool. Okay. And maybe we can have them like a wall like right here where there's a couple, maybe. And then I have stuff like down below. Okay. I don't want it to be higher than that over there because I will probably go in and get some plants and stuff to bring it in. But let's see here. By the door, we can go like this. Anything with green? No. Oh, there is. That one has green. Sweet. Okay. Now, with this item, we'll just get rid of it because we already have that. I can actually add this. No. No. That won't go there. Yikes. Okay. Well, because I was thinking maybe I could do that. Have it on each side. No, I like this. So that we have that. No, grab this. Let's see here. Now, I like the separation from it like that. And then this one can come down. I'll do the same with that. So let's grab a copy of this solar light and put it here. Because that one's all the way up too, right? Yeah. Okay. And then let me go ahead and do this. Alrighty. Copy this. Put this one here. Like that. Neat. I will probably put something in the center because even though you have those in there, you probably want to use something else as well. Let me see here. Just use a nice little box here. It clips though. I hate that. Maybe like that. Not clipping, but it's still in the room. Okay. And we can have some plants hanging up on the side. Let me go ahead and grab another one of these. Why are you doing that to me? Let's go ahead here and let's see. Looks about right on both sides. Perfect. We'll change the colors of like the colors. We'll change the colors of, here we go, of some of the items once we get them in there because now that I know that I can use like certain greeny things. Ooh, there we go. Get some stuff in here. We can double some stuff up. Let's see, put that up there because we want to make sure it looks like it's used. I want some plants in here. We need some storage. Like, that's kind of cute. Okay, let me go ahead here. Move these over because we want to make it look like it's like an actual greenhouse. And I think there is dirt or grass or something we can put on the inside. I have no idea. So put that up there. Grab some of these. These ones are seedlings, so let's put that underneath the light there. And then we can copy that and put a second one after I find a nice little greeny one there. There we go. Let's do a second set. So it's right under the light, so it's just flourishing and starting to actually grow. This side will have like the independent ones that are a little bit smaller. This is a decor piece. They're all decor pieces. What am I talking about? But this right here, this right there, and that way there's like some things going around all over the place. So we can do this, just do a ceramic stack like that. Let's see here. Do this down there so it matches the other one that we have. Let's go ahead and do this up here. So we have a few of these hanging out up the top. That way you have those items ready to go. And can we change them? Make it a little bit all matchy-matchy. Why do I like matchy-matchy? I don't know, because maybe it's a kind of a weird quirk of mine. No clue. Do any of these pots have a little bit of green added in? No. Alright, let's do that one. That's kind of a greenish color. Oh, I already chose that one, so we'll do this. There we go. There. A little bit darker, but that's fine. Let's see, that's green. Perfect. Now, can I change these? Maybe have like two different... Oh, no, that's both green. That'd be kind of cute. Okay. Oh, and the pink adds some color to it. Now, I think one of the things I do want to do, because I'm going to put this up here. Okay. Yeah, we'll just do it like that. Okay. I want to copy this, and then in the center of the room... Oh, behave, thank you. We'll do a workbench in between both of these, which will be nice. And actually, we'll move this one over here so it's like actually on this table there. And we can probably copy one of these seedlings. Put that in the center of the table there. Now, what is this down here? That looks like it's just stuff that we actually spray on our flowers and things like that. Let's go ahead and copy these, add another like little set of seedlings for that. So we got our seedlings going, and because this is in the center, let's get an actual light, because with the lighting that's on there, we want to make sure we're like getting an overhead light, and this is one of my favorites. We could put this right here. Let's make it smaller, and if you don't want to do that, there's the brackets that are right next to the P button. You can use those to make them bigger or smaller. The left one goes smaller, the right one goes bigger, and you can see how that changes it. But it allows for you to like make it a little bit more custom, so it's not like too overbearing, because these ones come out and they are literally way too big, and I don't want one that's like that big for the room, but like, so you can have it like smaller, and that way the whole room has a little bit of lighting on it, but it's a little bit better. Okay, now can I get rid of the floor without killing anything? Yes, there we go. Okay, now what I want to do, because I want to keep the floor as is if possible, let's go ahead here. I'm going to see if I can actually like do that so it's, there we go, like do this and make it look like there's like little pathways going to certain things, like this, back and forth, and then it looks like it's been like used a little bit, so the grass has been slightly destroyed, and I just add in like a little bit of dirt, and I don't know if you understand why I'm doing that, but I think with having like a little bit of dirt under here, it's like it's not getting the sun it needs to underneath certain things, to give it a little bit of character. There we go. There we are. Okay, see, that's not so bad. And I think I've used like every item in this pack, but it's literally a greenhouse, and I think that is absolutely great, because then you can add some stuff in there. You can add a little bit more pots, and with the like the newer games with Enchanted by Nature, they have the home pots that are available that you can add in here and like set up in there, so you have some stuff growing in here, or even like move stuff around, get rid of like the actual pieces, and then just like use it as an actual greenhouse when you put it in there, because you have the greenhouse walls, you have some shelving, you have everything that you need for it. It's basically just a basic build, and I honestly am absolutely in love with it. I kind of think it's really cool, and it's just something I would actually use in my own game. So there we go. That's what we have for it. We have the side walls, which are causing the plants to sprout on the side, so your seedlings to sprout. We have things up here. I kind of feel like maybe we should look for plants. Let me see here. Decorations, indoor plants. Oh, there we go. Let's add some pots of plants. Like, can I add like something on the ground here. Just get a little bit of a feel for some that you might see in this particular room here. I don't know if I like that. Just spruce it up, because some of these I don't think would be good in here, but let me take a look. No. No. Okay. No, I like these ones up here. So let me go ahead and, oh, they do have a couple. So we can copy, put one over here, change the color of it. So there's a couple different items. Do the same with this one. So let's copy this one. We could put like right there, change the color. Absolutely. Get some blue and green in there. Terracotta colors. We got this one down here, so it looks pretty cute. And then this side doesn't really have anything, so maybe put like one of the mega flowers. Oh, we could put one right there on the bottom. The one that makes sense because like the flower would need to actually like have a room for it to grow in here. We don't need a planter box. Maybe we can add another one of these for future plants because it says it has a spot for future plants. So we just like do that and have it set up there. Let's get some of the actual, let's see here. So plant. Okay, let's grab probably some more of these planters here. We'll go ahead and add a couple, add them in. We can grab a couple of these. And I think I can do 3 down there. Yeah, I don't want that many. We'll just do 2. This on the side. Over here, let's change these so they have a different color. They don't pop so much, so let's do that. And there. Okay. There we go. And then, do we have anything that's like dirt? Like dirt. I don't think we have dirt. No. Okay. We don't need that. But maybe some sort of trash can or compost? Maybe? What's out of trash can? Because you never know. Like some of these things you might need to throw away. So let's go ahead and do that. And we'll call it a day. So here is the garden kit that we're using right now. And it looks absolutely amazing. And just for the actual like name of the kit there, let me go ahead and find it in here because I'm going to get it wrong. And I know I'm going to get it wrong. But it is the Greenhouse Haven kit. So there we go. We got a greenhouse that has a little bit of items in there. You can go ahead and beef it up all you want. Otherwise, thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and click here and we're going to just go ahead and save the entire room. We'll call it, you know, Greenhouse Haven room. And there we go. So we got our greenhouse going. And if you want to go ahead and download the greenhouse, you can go onto the gallery on The Sims. My name on there is Pixioid, so Pixioid. And you can download this particular room. Go ahead and save it for yourself, and you're all good to go. So there we go. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching. You have a great rest of your day, and like and subscribe. Dag dag.